ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरपिसे नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण। So we welcome everyone for today's discussion on Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So we are discussing today from Bhagavad Gita chapter 2nd and verse number 18, I think discussed. We discussed from verse number 18. Antamanti me deha nitya shokta saririna anasino aprameyasya tasmad yuddhasya bharata. So this verse we discussed yesterday. In this verse, Lord Krishna is analyzing the importance of material body and spirit soul. Difference between the importance of material body and spirit soul. That antamanti me deha, this material body is sure to get destroyed sooner or later. It doesn't matter. It is a matter of time only, and it does not really matter if somebody may be dying today. Somebody who is, suppose somebody is whose age is 85, 90 years old. So he's dying today. In few days he may leave the body. And somebody who is very young, 15 years old, 16 or 20 years old, so he will leave the body after 60 years. That's the only difference. So this is not at all a big difference. It does not matter because one who is young today is sure to become older in future, and that we can see practically. When we were young, so we were thinking that, oh, I'm so young, I can run faster, I can play, I can do whatever I want, everything. But now gradually we are growing old, so we see other youth who are young now, 16 years old, 20 years old. So they are so young, but we are not so young. We cannot work so hard like them. And after a few years, we'll become more old. Then again, we'll find somebody else is young. So those who are young right now, after some time, they will become old. So new generation will come, and then they will also become old. So in this way, this world is going on. It keeps changing. That's why those who are intelligent, they do not become this callous to this uh, material circumstances. They take note of the changes in this material world, and accordingly they try to prepare. Taking note of the changes of the material world means that one should be observant. One should observe that few few years back, I was a young boy, a young girl, or I was a small kid, child, a student. Now I have become grown up. I'm studying in college and I'm working. I have job. So after a few years, again I will become middle-aged person, and again after a few years, I will be old. I'll become old, and after a few years, I'll be extremely old, just about to die. I will be on my deathbed. So what is this life then? So is this life meant for simply uh, means arranging things for the maintenance of this material body? So intelligent person will understand. No, no. Uh, if we have got this wonderful opportunity time, so we should better utilize this. So those who are intelligent, those who are devotees, they observe the changes in the material world, they take note of this, and they find themselves, they, okay, I have, right now I am 25 years old. So okay, still I have some 15, 20 years. So I'm, and this 15, 20 years will pass away like anything. So let me utilize completely all this time in the service of Krishna. Why should I unnecessarily waste this time in the service of Maya? Maya Sukhaya. No. What is the use? If one becomes an old man, he cannot do anything good. He can simply sit on the chair and instruct his grandchildren. That's the only thing he can do. No practical thing. But of course, if somebody has engaged himself in Krishna consciousness, he has rendered, if somebody has given his life, his youth, for the service of Krishna, then such a personality, he becomes a great personality. Mahatma, Devim Prakriti Mashita. Is such a great personality. When he becomes old, he is no more old. He is actually a very, very realized person. He becomes very realized, mature in Krishna consciousness. And in that mature Krishna consciousness, he can not only uh, uh, completely make himself fixed up at the lotus feet of Krishna, but rather he can help and guide and instruct the younger generation also very well in the matter of dedicating their life in for the service of Krishna. That we find Srila Prabhupada in Prabhupada's life and so many of his disciples' life, they dedicated entire life in the service of Krishna, and how wonderfully they left this material world. The most glorious departure. The material body is antavante me deha. This material body is going to die one day. It is sure as death, it is said. But most glorious departure, the most fortunate departure is for those people who decide to become fully Krishna conscious in this life, who decide to dedicate their life in the service of Krishna. Their life is most glorious. So that is the lesson we learn. And now, next verse, Krishna is saying, Ya enam vetti hantaram, yasyaenam manyate hatam, ubhauto na vijanito, nayamanti nahanyate. Neither he who thinks the living entity the slayer, nor he who thinks it slain is in knowledge. For the self slays not, nor is slain. For the self slays, nor is slain. So, ya enam vetti hantaram. Ya enam. Enam means this soul. Vetti hantaram. One who thinks, because Arjuna was in anxiety, great anxiety, that if I fight in this battlefield, so I will be the killer, and all these my friends and relatives will be killed. So Krishna, according to Krishna, this is a great misconception. Na vijanito. That means the person who thinks that I can be killed or I can kill somebody, he is not in knowledge, because that is only material body. The killer and killing business. This applies only to material body, not to the spirit soul. One who thinks, one who knows like this, one who understands that Hantaram means killer, that I can become killer. So neither he is in knowledge, nor one who thinks that I can be killed. Yes, cha enam mannate hatam, that I will be killed. One who thinks that I will be killed, that person is also not in knowledge. Mannate hatam. Ubhav tau na vijanito. This both of these kind of people, Ubhav means both of them. Ubhav tau na vijanito. They na vijanito. They are not in knowledge. That means they are in ignorance. Because na ayam means this soul. Ayam means this. This means Krishna is talking about the spirit soul. So na ayam hanti na hannate. This soul can not be killed, and this soul cannot kill. So this is perfect knowledge. So one who understands that uh, this the soul, the nature of the soul is that it is completely aloof from the changes of this material body. He is in perfect knowledge. So neither I can kill or nor I can be killed massively. Similarly, so this the lesson is that one who knows that it doesn't matter any amount of material work I do, so I cannot actually protect my body. So I cannot become the cause of the destruction of either my body or others' body. It is an inevitable fact that is sure to happen. In the previous verse, it is said, "Antavanti me deha." That is sure to happen. We cannot avoid the changes of this material body. The changes of this material body is very cruel. That means it is going to destroy. What changes happens? Uh, Kalosmi Lokakshaya. Shaya means it is destroyed. Everything. Over the period of time, naturally, by the nature's own arrangement, that is nature's law, that everything gets destroyed. First, everything deteriorates, and then finally, everything is destroyed. Any material object or material body, that is sure. So, one should not lament for this, thinking oneself to be the cause. Arjuna was lamenting like this. So, Krishna told him. So, Arjuna, if in order to, because of thinking that you will be the killer of your friends and relatives, huh? And for this reason, if you are avoiding to execute your duty, your dharma, then you are in great illusion. You are not in knowledge because you don't know. Even if you don't kill them, they are sure to be killed. That is the nature of this material body. That is the nature of this material body. You cannot protect them. That's not possible. You cannot protect them indefinitely. According to their karma, they are destined to get certain kind of material result. So you should not avoid your duty, thinking that if I execute my duty in Krishna consciousness and because of which they will suffer, then that is a great illusion. That is a great illusion. So Arjuna was thinking like this. So Krishna told him that if you don't kill, somebody else will come and kill them. So better you kill them and take the credit of following my instructions. Similarly, when we are on the mission of executing the order of the Supreme Lord, the order of the Supreme Lord is very simple, that we should try to become fully Krishna conscious. So in this mission of trying to become fully Krishna conscious, sometimes our material duties, material things will come on the way, which may deviate us, distract us, and which may try to convince us that okay, this mission of becoming fully Krishna conscious, I can just postpone it for some time, and if I have at least a little bit, I have arranged my material well-beings, my and my families and relatives and friends' material well-beings. Then after that, I am going to execute my this business to become fully Krishna conscious. But that is not going to happen. That's why those who are intelligent, they know this material world, the nature of this material world is that some or other, nobody can live here peacefully. All the time, some kind of difficulties, some kind of anxiety, some kind of disturbances, unhappiness, miserable situations are going to be there. You cannot change it. Even if you give your full effort, still all those kind of disturbances or changes in this material world which are going to happen, they will happen. You cannot avoid that. That's not possible. And at the same time, if even if you don't get involved yourself completely in the matter of this material things, material work, still those things will happen. So those who are intelligent, what they do, tasaiva heto prayateta kovida. Sri Narad Muni in Bhagavatam is talking about what kind of endeavor kovida should do. Kovida means, huh? What is the meaning of kovida? Tasaiva heto prayateta kovida. Kovida means intelligent, Baba. You are not listening. तस्यैव हेतो प्रयतेत कोविदो न लभ्यते यत् भ्रमतामुपर्यता तल्लभ्यते दुःखवदन्यथा सुखं कालेन सर्वत्र गभीररंहसा. Persons who are actually intelligent, not persons who pose themselves as intelligent. Now, Sri Narad Muni is telling about those persons who are actually intelligent. Those who are actually intelligent, they do not pose themselves to be intelligent, but they act intelligent. And how they act intelligently, that is being explained in this particular verse. So persons who are actually intelligent and philosophically inclined. Philosophically inclined means philosophy means truth about the life. So those who are eager, those who are inclined to know the truth, those who are inclined to follow the truth, those kind of person, they are actually intelligent. So they should endeavor only for that purposeful end, which is not obtainable even by wandering from the topmost planet Brahmaloka down to the lowest planet Patal. That is the business of those who are actually intelligent. They should endeavor only for tasya eva hetu. Tasya eva. Eva means certainly or only. They should only endeavor for tasya, those for that purposeful end, which is not obtainable even wandering brahmatam uparyada. Because if somebody says, what about my material well-being, material happiness, what about my material well-being of myself and my parents, my friends and relatives, what will happen to that? So Sri Narad Muni is saying, as far as material happiness derived from sense enjoyment is concerned, it can be obtained automatically in course of time. Just as in course of time we obtain miseries even though we do not desire. Very simple logic. So intelligent person, they very well understand this. Yeah, as far as this material well-being is concerned, tal labhyate dukkhavat anyatah sukham kalena sarvatra gabhira ramhata. So anyatah sukham, this sukham also, sukham, material well-being, material happiness, can also be, will come to you automatically because of previous karma. Just like because of our previous karma, dukkhavat means like dukkha, like miseries. Miseries, they come without invitation, and we have to accept. We are forced to accept it, even though we do not desire. So then those things, those material well-beings or happiness will also come to our way, which we desire so much. So why should an intelligent person endeavor to achieve those material well-beings, material happiness, which is already destined, which is already on the way, is coming to you? Rather, an intelligent person should try to get those things which are not on the way, which you have to work hard uh, to put it on your way. And what is that? And that is not available even upari brahmatam upariyata. Even if somebody goes to topmost planet Brahmaloka and down to Patal Loka. And what is that? That is Krishna consciousness. That consciousness, to develop consciousness for Krishna, to develop love for Krishna, or to, in simple words, service to Krishna. That work, one should work for Krishna. That is not destined. That you have to put in develop. If somebody is fortunate enough, he can very well understand this. So in this way, one who knows these things, that I cannot be the cause of anyone's or myself, my own self, cause of this either material well-being or materially miserable situation. I cannot be the cause. And nobody else can become the cause of either my material well-being or my materially miserable situation. If one can understand this fact, then he becomes completely aloof from the activities to reduce the materially miserable situations and activities to increase the material well-being for oneself or for others. Then he is well situated in Krishna consciousness. Then he, with full attention, with full focus, full concentration, full consciousness, with full energy, she engages himself completely in the service of Krishna. then such a person, he doesn't waste even a single moment without engaging it in the service of Krishna. So the sign of an intelligent person is that if he endeavors materially, if he performs some kind of material work, and if you have to if you are to perform material work, then you have to give your time and energy. So what is the sign of an intelligent person? If he performs, if he gives his time and energy to perform some kind of material work, and because of the result of such kind of work, even if he gets material success, still he feels the pain within his heart. He is not satisfied. Why? Because he feels that I have unnecessarily wasted my time and energy to get that thing which was already destined to come on my way. It was already coming to me. Why I unnecessarily wasted? Because in this particular verse, when we were discussing tasya hetu pratyet kovida, so these packets of dukha and sukha, uh, this product, material happiness or material well-being and material miserable situation, material miseries, these are like products which are delivered, already delivered from its destination, and the delivery boy is bringing it to us. He is on the way to our doorstep. It has already been booked and payment has been made in our previous birth. Our previous karmas, either pious or impious activities, punya and pap. So, based on our previous karma, either pious or impious activities, we have already booked these two kinds of products, packets, named material miseries and material happiness. So, it is already delivered. So the delivery boy, Kalena Sarvatra Kavira Ramhasa. Who is delivery boy? Kal, the time. Time I am, Krishna says. The time factor is the delivery boy who is bringing these products, and this delivery boy who has two kinds of product, the material happiness product and material miseries products. It is all already, he is already on our way, on our way is coming. And time to time, one by one, the product is delivered to us. So, so uh, if we go out and search for these two things, which is already going supposed to come to us, and waste our time, then this is a foolishness. Rather, one should, if one is going out, so one should search for those products which is not on the way to our home, which is not destined. Then you gain extra thing. If you only go out to bring to search for that delivery boy, and to get from him those products which is already destined for you, and which is going to come to you anyway, even if you don't come, even if you don't go out, the delivery boy will come and ring the bell and will tell you, my dear such and such person, please accept these products, you have booked this in your previous birth, now I am delivering it to you. Happiness product and miseries product, so that is already going to come. So if we are to put endeavor, so we should put endeavor for those, for purchasing or acquiring those products which are not in the bag of that delivery boy, huh, which is away outside of his jurisdiction. So what is that? That is actually Krishna consciousness. That's why कायेन मनसा वाचा, कहाँ गया वो श्लोक, लगाया था ना 11th canto का. There's one nice verse, I'll search it out. This is in Sanon. कायेन कायेन मनसा वाचा इंद्रियैरपि इंद्रियैरपि नारायणेति समर्पयेत्, नारायणेति नारायणेति समर्पयेत्. दिस इज इन श्रीमद् भागवतम समर्पयेत्, श्रीमद् भागवतम 11th canto. वर्ष याद है क्या? विच वर्स was this? Okay, anyway, Google Baba is unable to understand my language. Narayaneti samarpayet, something like this it was there. Kayena vacha Manasendriyani shloka. Yes, we got it. Kayena vacha manasendriyani. But verse number क्या है? Whatever I do, either my body, speech, mind, sensory, either with personal knowledge, कायेन वाच मनसेन्द्रियाणि. भागवतम का श्लोक है. नारायणेति समर्पयामि कायेन वाच मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्धयात्मना वा प्रकृति स्वभावात् करोमि यत् सकल संकल्पं परस्मै नारायणेति समर्पयामि. That one should samarpayami. One should uh, kayena vacha manasendriyani. Whatever I do with the body, speech, mind, and sense organs, that I surrender them at the feet of Sri Narayana. That is the meaning. So one should surrender all these things to, and if at all we work from our body, mind, words number, Bhagavatam, 11th canto, verse and chapter. Anyway, so that is the determination of an intelligent person. He understands it very well, and then he engages fully in the service of Krishna. So when an embodied living entity is hurt by a fatal weapons, it is to be known that the living entity within the body is not killed. Because the spirit soul is completely transcendental, so it cannot be killed. So when somebody is attacked with fatal weapons, very, 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 very dangerous kind of weapons, then also the living entity is not killed, only the body is killed. The spirit soul is so small that it is impossible to kill him by any material weapon. This will come in upcoming verses. Krishna will say, Nayam Vandate, 11 point, SB 11.2.38. 11.2.38. 2.38. Okay. Srimad Bhagavatam. 38 or 36? No, this is different. अविद्यमानोऽप्यवभाति द्वयो ध्यातुर्धिया स्वप्नमनोरथो यथा तत्कर्म संकल्प विकल्पकं मनो बुद्धिर्निरुद्धभयं ततः स्यात्. This is something different. Although the duality of material world does not ultimately exist, the condition of experience it as real under the influence of his own condition. Okay, anyway. So this the spirit soul cannot be killed by any kind of material weapons, as will be evident from the subsequent verse. Yeah, Krishna will tell this in subsequent verses. Nor is the living entity killable. So these two things are different. The one thing is the living entity cannot be killed by any kind of fatal weapons. No kind of this most kind of dangerous weapons cannot kill, and nor the living entity is killable. That is the nature of the living entities, cannot be killed also. 11 to 36. 11 to 36. 11 to 36. Okay, the verse I was telling you about is this 11th canto. Yeah, I got it. 11.2.36. कायेन वाच मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्धयात्मना वानुश्रुत स्वभावात् करोति यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणेति समर्पयेत्. नारायणेति समर्पयेत्. In accordance with the particular nature one has acquired in conditioned life, whatever one does with body, words, mind, senses, intelligence, or purified consciousness, one should offer to the Supreme, thinking this is for the pleasure of Lord Narayana. This should be the attitude of using any of our mind, senses, intelligence, words, body. Whatever we do with all these things, this should be our consciousness. Narayane samarpayet. This is for the pleasure of Supreme Lord Krishna. Nothing for me. I don't want anything. So one should then engage himself in the direct service of Krishna. That is the best means. But even if somebody has to engage some kind of material work, then also one should maintain this consciousness. Then he will not get entangled. So the living entity, nor is the living entity killable because of his spiritual constitution. That is the spiritual constitutional position of the living entity. What is killed or is supposed to be killed is the body only. The body is only, either body is killed or supposed to be killed. This, however, does not at all encourage killing of the body. The Vedic injunction is Ma himsaya sarva bhutani. Never commit violence to anyone. Nor does understanding that the living entity is not killed encourage animal slaughter. Killing the body of anyone without authority is abominable and punishable by the law of the state as well as by the law of the Lord. Arjuna, however, is being engaged in killing for the principle of religion and not whimsically. So, the living entity, so although it cannot be killed, nor it can kill anyone. So the point is that on the instructions of the Supreme Lord, one should follow the instructions of the Supreme Lord wholeheartedly without caring for the uh, changes of this material things, material body, material world. One should become completely fixed up without getting disturbed because of the material success and failure, material things. Okay. So with this, we'll stop. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram. Any question you can ask.
Prabhuji, Pandavana.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, if everything is already destined, then what are our material duties? I mean, should we make efforts to do our material duties or not?
The material duties we should do as much as it is required, and that too, while thinking that this is for the purpose of advancing in Krishna consciousness. This is for the purpose of serving Krishna. So those kind of material duties which are required for us uh, in order to practice our Krishna consciousness, those kind of material duties should be done. Otherwise, if we don't do that, then we will not be able to practice Krishna consciousness peacefully. Just like one of the material duties is to maintain this material body. So for that, one has to take proper food, proper sleep, and so this is also material duty, bhautik dharma for this material body. So this has to be done in order to use this material body for the service of Krishna. So those kind of material works or endeavors must be abundant, which we do or which anyone may do for the purpose of getting some material happiness. Those kind of material works must be abundant. But those kind of material duties or material work which supports us, so which supports our Krishna consciousness, it should be done so that we can practice Krishna consciousness perfectly. Okay. Yes. Anything else? Hare Krishna. One question has come. Can Krishna destroy the soul? But my counter question is, why you want to get destroyed? Okay, you are just asking. Okay, I am also just asking. So we should not. A devotee means, this is Mayavad conception. A Mayavadis, they want to get destroyed. They want to destroy themselves. So yes, Krishna can destroy also, and at the same time, Krishna cannot destroy also. It is achintya, inconceivable. Because the soul cannot be destroyed. But if the soul is so determined that I do not want to live in separate existence, I want to get destroyed, then for them there is this conception of merge into Brahma Jyoti. So merging into Brahma Jyoti is can be said it is as good as destroying the soul, but the soul cannot be destroyed because then when in Brahma Jyoti the soul is still there, but factually in practical terms, the soul is destroyed because he has merged. He has lost his individuality. No relationship with the Lord. No conscious, no desires, nothing. So Krishna can do this if somebody wants that, but that is not recommended. Krishna does not want to do this. We should also not desire to kill ourselves. We should also become so very much desirous to keep our individuality as eternal servant of the Supreme Lord so that we can serve Him eternally and reciprocate with each other in loving relationships. Okay. Any other question?